In this week's edition of Pass the PE Exam, I'm going to detail how COVID is affecting the PE exam schedule and discuss what changes are expected to the PE exams and the exam taking process. But before I do that, let me remind you that most successful engineers will tell you that getting their PE license was the biggest career growth driver that they've experienced, whether it was due to a promotion, a salary increase, or just more exciting projects to work on. You definitely want to get your PE license. However, preparing for the PE exam can be a real challenge. But through this and other videos on this channel, you will learn everything that you need to get started with PE exam preparation the right way. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected just about every single aspect of our lives. And yet another effect of COVID is the PE exam, specifically the cycle of civil engineering exams for professional licensure has changed, leaving would-be test takers with a lot of questions. Now, just last week on November 24th, NCEES posted an update on its website, both a general update and an update for the PE civil exam. You can find them at ncees.org/COVID-19, but I will read them here. With regard to the PearsonVue Test Center operations, NCEES states, many state and local governments are implementing operational and capacity restrictions in response to the current COVID-19 surge throughout the country. In many cases, these restrictions limit testing to essential services only. All NCEES exams are designated as essential and will continue to be administered as allowed in accordance with state and local requirements. Appointment cancellations may be necessary to comply with reduced capacity requirements. Impacted examinees will receive notification and rescheduling information via email from PearsonVue. Visit the PearsonVue Coronavirus Update page for the most current information on test center operations. I posted a link to the PearsonVue page in the video description below. With regard to the Regional Pencil and Paper Exam Administration for PE civil examinees, NCEES posted this statement on the same date of November 24, 2020. NCEES is closely monitoring the impact of COVID-19 on the Regional Pencil and Paper PE Civil Exam Administration, which is scheduled at select locations throughout the country on January 26, 2021. All exam site locations are currently proceeding in accordance with the NCEES COVID-19 exam site procedures. So for now, you are still good to go there. But subscribe here to my channel and I will keep you updated. Now, here are a few other important items to know based on information put out by NCEES. Individuals who took the October exam will be unable to register for the January exam. Results from the October exam will not be released prior to the close of registration for the January exam, and examinees are unable to register for any exam when results are pending from a previous exam. The same is true for the January 2021 administration and being able to register for the April 2021 exam. Results from January will not be released prior to the close of the April registration period. Registration deadlines cannot be changed. Now, if you tune in here weekly, I'm going to help you make sure that you pass the PE exam the first time so you don't have to worry about the schedule I just outlined. But I did want to make you aware of it. Now, here's some more guidance from NCEES specifically around visiting exam sites. They state, to help ensure the health, safety, and welfare of examinees and proctoring teams, NCEES is implementing the following measures for the January 2021 exam administration. Examinees must review and satisfy the following requirements before being admitted to an exam site. No one will be admitted to the exam site if they have met any of the COVID-19 qualifications that I'm about to list. Are you ready? Number 1, you tested positive for COVID-19. Unless symptom-free and fever-free for at least 72 hours without the use of fever-reducing medicine and at least 14 days have passed since your last exposure, or you have received 2 negative COVID test results in a row 24 hours apart. Number 2, you are experiencing or have experienced one or more associated symptoms the last 14 days. Shortness of breath, cough, fever, chills, sore throat, loss of smell. Unless you have been symptom-free and fever-free for at least 72 hours without the use of fever-reducing medicine, or these symptoms can be attributed to another health condition. Number 3, you live with or have had close contact with someone who has been confirmed or suspected COVID-19, unless at least 14 days have passed since your last exposure. Number 4, you have been or are currently under home quarantine or centralized observation by government or healthcare authorities, unless at least 14 days have passed since your quarantine or centralized observation has been lifted by the government or healthcare authorities. Now, if you meet one of those conditions, but the 14 days have passed or other exceptions kicked in, and you are admitted to the exam site, you must agree to follow these guidelines on exam day. You will be seated alone and properly distanced from other tables. You and proctors are required to wear face masks at all times. You must practice social distancing at all times. You will be allowed to have hand sanitizer and wipes, extra face coverings, and disposable gloves in the exam room. However, they must be placed on the floor during the exam. You will be dismissed from the exam and your exam score will be invalidated if you do not adhere to the COVID-19 safety requirements for this site. You will be allowed to lower masks, to eat or drink for brief moments as defined by the proctors, and proctors will issue a warning to examinees before you are dismissed. While this is a very unpleasant topic, I do hope that you found this video to be an informative one. In one of our upcoming videos, I will be talking to engineers who have recently successfully completed the exam. Pass the PE exam videos will come out weekly, so please be sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss something that could make a substantial difference in your exam result. And please, ask questions and leave comments below this video and I will respond to you. And let me know if there's a specific topic you want me to cover or a specific question that you would like answered. Pass the PE exam will have you covered. I'll see you next week on Pass the PE exam.